Hey, what's up, y'all? Mike here with the watch list video for Friday, July 14th. The SPY breakout continues, pretty impressive. Dow was up like 47 points. Before I get into the watch list, a couple shout outs. One to Todd B in chat who gave us all RX over 12. If I scroll over, you can kind of see the tight consolidation right below the whole number 12 with the earlier high at 1206. So love the whole number inflection point, the break of 12. The stop was 13 cents below that didn't get hit, and it went to 13. So it was a neat little call. Again, the daily, we had this, even though it kind of had a weird daily, we had this on bounce watch because I thought the news was good enough to warrant watching it for a bounce. So a dollar move on 13 cents risk, nothing to sneeze at. I called GRRR, which let me go back to the daily and remind you what it looked like. This was, let me scroll over. This was on the watch list because of good news here, and it had a 2-day run. And then I posted in the video last night that you had 2 days lower on much lower volume. I'm putting it on bounce watch, and then scroll over. You can see we had a bounce today. How did I call it in chat? Just over this horizontal blue line here is the opening bell, right? So I called it over the opening high, which occurred 437, right? So I typed in chat over 437 is the bounce play entry, which is 438. I got a screenshot of it here, actually. You can see I actually put a limit. This right here is a limit. I put 440. I got filled at 438, and my sell was at 492. Why did I sell it there? You can see my screenshot, by the way, of the post in chat. Why did I sell it there? Because we had upside shape, right? We always teach people when you're in something from a consolidation like this and you get this where it accelerates to the upside, always sell into that, right? You don't have to sell it all, but sell some, sell most, whatever. And I almost nailed the top there of my 492 sell. It was a market order, and I think the high was maybe 494, 495, something like that. Absolutely nailed that trade, made it worthwhile to have it on watch, and that's a good example, actually, of how we handle a bounce play, right? So anyway, with those couple of highlights from the day, there were other great calls too, but I'm going to go into the watch list because I got a lot of stocks to watch for tomorrow. You guys know I'm a day trader, so I'm looking for stocks that could give me an intraday trade tomorrow. All right, NKLA, big rip today, strong close. We're going to watch that one. PTPI had a big rip yesterday, quiet inside day today. We're going to keep our eyes on that one. BBIG had this on long watch today, gave a nice pop. I talked about it in the video last night through 2, went up to what, 2 whatever. But if you zoom in, the high from a few days ago was 237. Today's high 234, so you're kind of flagging. So this still has a chance to rip back up through that 237. So it goes back on watch for tomorrow. BYND, I don't love it because it's got a lot of shorts in the name, which I do love it for that. But see where it is right now. See where the moving averages are. It's really extended from the moving averages, so I don't love it for that reason. But today topped out at 1796. So a clean break of 18 might get us through this recent high of 1838. That's why it's on watch with a lot of shorts in the name. Kind of the same thing with EH. Really extended from, from the moving averages, but an inside day today with yesterday's high still above. GREE, if I put a horizontal line right there, you could kind of argue that today was almost day one of a potential breakout. Bitcoin names crazy strong, and this is in that space, so this one has a chance to continue. QBTS, I think a quantum computer play, is right up near the horizontal line there, right up near recent highs, has a good chance for a continuation there. RX, already talked about this one. It's definitely in play. GRRR may continue the bounce tomorrow and topped out right around the whole number 5, so that one's interesting. CCCC, today's high 382 and the most recent high 391. So I love it over 382, knowing that over 391 could be kind of breakout territory. FREY tried to break out today, had good news, so I definitely want to keep that on watch, right? JFIN, nice volume today for that stock, and topped out at the 3/4 number, 675, so over that's interesting. SOS. You could argue it's kind of in the Bitcoins. I want to say more blockchain, but had this big 2-day rip, couple red days, bottoming tail today. That one goes on long watch. PWM, recent IPO, also recent high flyer, made a crazy move, and now you got 3 days in a row to the downside. I'm putting that on bounce watch. And then lastly, TMC, which has had a big run, and now 3 days down in a row. I'm going to put that on bounce watch. We'll add gappers to the list, as we always do in the pre-market as well. And that's it for me. I'll see you in chat.